Hello, I am at Fountainbridge. We're going to do a red plaque today, hopefully. I'll say hopefully, I'll tell you about that in a minute. There's some other things to show you around here as well. First of all, these wonderful geese or swans, loving that. And there's a couple of things here as well I'd not noticed before. Well, I'd noticed these barges before, but I hadn't noticed the reasoning why they're here. They're actually botels. I've never heard that word before. Permanently moored luxury 4-star self-catering accommodation. That's pretty cool. A botel. There you go, learned something new. And just here we've got some information on the Millennium Link. This was a project for reopening the canals. So the canal right by me was reopened in May 2002. But what I particularly like is this sort of map, if you like, showing you where it is. So yeah, Edinburgh is one end and this is the end here. Right, okay, right, I need to go this way. Hopefully you're going to see this red plaque, so I'll tell you about that now. I have tried to film this one 3 or 4 times, and every time that I've been here or in this area, there's been building work and I have not been able to get anywhere near it, or it's been boarded up. So hopefully today that is going to be different. Got an interesting mural, if that's the right word, a slogan on the wall there: perfection is a matter of time. Okay, there is some building work going on, some scaffolding, so hopefully you can hear me over it. We've got some nice art here. There's a kingfisher having his dinner or breakfast. I'll try and get as many of these as I can. Oh, dog. Excellent. It's a shame somebody's graffitied over the art. That does happen, I suppose. Yeah, you know my opinions on that already if you've watched my other videos. What's this one? So it's like a prawn or something. I'm not sure. Could be crab. Heron. Gotta have a heron. Fantastic. Okay, this is going to be the moment of truth. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Okay, yes, they've ceased building work on this, so we've now got to find the red plaque. I did know where it was. Hopefully they've not moved it. Yep, I can see it. Start on the other side. I'm going to go over the bridge though, just for kicks, as they say. Yeah, so this is a lift bridge. Well, I'll tell you about that when I read the plaque. There we go. There's the canal that way. There's our friendly scaffolders making noise. Oh, and more building work over here. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's got a bit of a, yeah, it's needing some TLC. I wonder if that was the builders or some ne'er-do-wells, as they say. Anyway, let's have a read. Lymington Lift Bridge, erected over the Union Canal at Fountainbridge in 1906. Relocated here in 1923 when the canal was cut back from Port Hopetoun to the Lochran Basin. So there you go. I should have really looked up some more information really as I was coming back. But yeah, my failed attempts previously have sort of left me to neglect that duty. Yeah, anyway, here we are. I mean, you can pretty much gather what happened anyway when it was in use. So this section in the middle would rise up, and then the canals, barges and etc. would get through, and it would come back down and become a road again. Right, there's also some modern signage just over here. So this bridge is closed to users when the barriers are in place. Please wait for the bridge operation to be completed before crossing or use the stairs. Yes, the ones that I went over just a minute ago. So now, given that there are barges up there and some boats, and there's some this way, that would suggest that this lift bridge is still operational. I haven't seen it in use. It certainly doesn't give off that vibe, but it must be, which is quite interesting actually. I hadn't even contemplated that. Okay, well, I'm pleased to manage to finally get this one ticked off the list. I think I've got 3 more to do of the red plaques, but that is for another day. While I'm here though, I think we'll just wander up this way and we will go to and talk about Fat Sam's. Well, we'll go to where it was. It's not there anymore. But we're going to talk about Fat Sam's while in this area. Sounds like a plan. I have to say, whenever I see this building directly in front with Vito on it, I think cinema. Yeah, I just see the V and think, oh, the view. Yeah, every time. Oh. Just one last thing before I leave the canal. I think it's Saturday mornings. There's students that come here and they play a kind of a weird hybrid of canoeing slash volleyball, basketball kind of game here. Yeah, not today, but yeah, Saturdays I think that I've seen them doing it. It's interesting to watch. So here we have the Edinburgh Meat Market arches from 1884. So the meat market was actually located just a bit further along. The second green traffic light is roughly where it was, and that became Fat Sam's restaurant. Now I do remember seeing Fat Sam's restaurant, although it was not open by the time I had moved up here. It did actually run from 1986 to the year 2000, and the building was demolished about 2007 to put up this lovely architectural icon. Yeah, excuse the word icon. Yeah, so I like how they kept this and how they moved it just a bit further along, but yeah, how that is better than that is well, I guess there maybe structural issues or something like that. Yeah. Okay, I've just crossed over the road to make it a bit easier for myself because it's not as busy over here. So this has actually given me a clue as to how they did this. So 2009, we've got up there. So it looks as though they've created this arch on this side, and then they have, I guess, taken apart and reassembled the front arch just on it. It's kind of impressive. Yeah, let's have a look at the one of the cow heads anyway. I like that. That is a good thing. Okay, it is just not getting quieter around here, so I'm just gonna have to go. So Fat Sam's was a Edinburgh institution, if you like, very well known place. I believe they had toy trains that ran around the entire building, and there was fish tanks, and the piece de resistance, if you wish, it was an animatronic band that used to play as well. It was supposedly quite something to behold. A bit I guess modern sort of equivalent would be like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing, if you've seen that movie. And I've read as well that they had an actual they had their own jazz band that performed on Wednesdays, real people, etc. And then when they went around, the animatronic band took over. Yeah, and they had yeah, there's images as well. They had their own car. They were quite prevalent in sort of local parades and stuff like that as well, and events. So it was a Bugsy Malone sort of themed gangster sort of pub, which is where the name Fat Sam's came from. And I believe there was pin badges as well you could collect for visiting and stuff like that. Yeah, I will put some pictures up as well, I think, because it's worth having a look, and certainly have a look online as well, if you want to reminisce, or if you want to see what what it is I'm going on about, because yeah, I am rambling a little bit. Right, okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day with this one. The noise here is just yeah, it's making it tricky to film. Right, okay, bye.